introduce Kate from Jerwood Gallery.
Hello. Number 3. Down the other end. Hello, it's lovely to be with you here in Eastbourne tonight. I should have a nice picture of the gallery as it nestles there on Hastings Old Town seafront. I actually began work at Jerwood Gallery in November 2014, fairly new. And Coastal Cultural Trail was one of the first things that landed on my desk. And I could see immediately that there were so many positives to this idea. 3 lovely galleries, 3 intriguing towns. We're not competitors. None of us can offer a whole day's worth of art activities. So it's a kind of like, if you like that, you'll like this, and move on down the coast. And Coastal Cultural Trail gave us the tools, it gave us the structure we needed to promote that concept. However, with the arrival of Jessica, who is extremely good at her job, it has become so much more over this last year. And I think it's a tool we can be proud of. Other tourist destinations, I gather, are watching jealously as we formulate this Coastal Cultural Trail. And for us at Jerwood Gallery, the partnership with Delaware Pavilion and Towner is hugely advantageous and beneficial, and some really lovely colleagues on the way. And I think the partnership of the 3 towns is advantageous to us all as well. Now, part of our vision for Jerwood Gallery is that we contribute to the regeneration of Hastings. Costa del Dol is no longer, we are now Shoreditch on sea. It's official. It was in the Metro last week. It has many facets, Jerwood Gallery's contribution to this regeneration, one of which is building that external reputation and perception of Hastings. We consciously do things that make Hastings seem like an exciting place and then make a lot of noise about it on the national stage. Our current exhibition, John Bratby, Everything But the Kitchen Sink, including the kitchen sink, is an example of this. It's been crowdsourced, that's a whole new term, we invented it. Basically, we let the public know that we were having a Bring Us Your Bratby campaign. First through the local press, which was relatively successful, but Radio 4 got to hear about it, and suddenly it was nationwide, and we were deluged with pictures by John Bratby. We knew that he'd made about 3,000, and there were only 120 in public collections, so we were pretty certain that there were going to be more out there, and by Jiminy there were. So we have had about 10% of his output offered to us from all over the country, and also from my point of view as marketing and comms manager, some really nice celebrities like Michael Palin and Paul McCartney, and the sort of people that the press will just gobble up, and by Jiminy they have gone mad about it. We have never had quite as much press coverage. We've even now beaten the Chapman brothers, which was pretty high profile. Oh, hello, Polly. Not yet. I shouldn't lean. There are countless articles about coastal regeneration. I don't know if you've been aware of that. I had a journalist from The Independent in just last week, and he said to me, I've been commissioned to write an article on coastal regeneration. Help, it's all being done. What new things can I say? And I said, well, you could talk about how the arts are, well, leading it, to not put too fine a point on that. Hastings being a good example that is of where that is happening. We also work in the regeneration from the smallest up, from the youngest up in our community. So this year we have 650 children from the poorest communities in Hastings who have been signed to a project called Pearls of the Sea, which is a learning programme based at the gallery. They make several visits with their teachers. We train their teachers separately, and they do all manner of things to do with improving their poverty of aspiration and their poverty of imagination. And many people don't believe me when I say that an awful lot of those children have never seen the sea, let alone been to the beach. They come from Orr and Hollington and 1.5 miles inland, and they've never seen the sea. So that is one thing we do with them as well. And from a business perspective, we try and use local businesses as much as we possibly can. Some of you are here tonight. Thank you. And actually what the Coastal Cultural Trail has done is enabled us to connect more with businesses, not just in Hastings, but along the trail. And I am really delighted about that, partly because we get to meet and work with some brilliant entrepreneurial people. I love hearing people's stories about how they came to set up their particular business in this particular place. Fascinating, everyone different, really varied. And it brings to us an enrichment, but also an enrichment of what the value of what we offer. So we have people ring up saying, "I'm coming, where can I stay?" And we know that we can recommend a whole host of superb facilities, places to eat and so forth. And the Cultural Trail has really cemented that for us. And a lot of what Jessica's done has been to build those networks, which is fantastic. Actually, the next part of our development, Jerwood Gallery is only 4 years old in March, so we're kind of the newbies to this field. But the next part of our development is to enable Jerwood Gallery to become a better resource for our business community in Hastings and further afield. So on the 29th of April, we're going to be launching Jerwood Gallery, the venue, and I will make sure you're all invited through Jessica. The idea is to show you the way that an art gallery can be used to enhance your business. So meeting rooms, dinners, concerts, social events, Christmas parties, team building, skills building, client entertainment, staff perks, sponsorship, profile raising, supporting and resourcing the community projects. This Jerwood Gallery is a unique resource in Hastings. There isn't anywhere else like it, and we are trying to make that become more available. So if you would like to have some more information about that, there are some little flyers called Events at Jerwood Gallery that you are on the table out there that you could take and get in touch with us and come on the 29th and see what we can offer. I'm not actually going to go through our programme, but there are also flyers about that on the table. We too have moved to this rapid turnover of exhibitions with the idea that it brings people in more regularly, people come back to they make more visits, they come to the town more often. That's very much the sort of the business model that we're following now. But just to illustrate the resource that we have there, I'm just going to show you a little film.
Jerwood Gallery sits on the stone, which is the Anglo-Saxon for landing place.